One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Horned Frogs will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Dalton. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Wolf. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Hard running there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Dalton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Day. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. The 40, past the 30, inside the, running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Lanier. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dalton. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Barker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give from the gun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And into the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Nebraska was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Harris. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's got him. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's caught. Oh, what a move. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Runs through the tackle. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Wants to throw it, and they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Wants to pass. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it to the back on the draw. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pulls and fired complete. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete on the right side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Pulls it in. It's Mitchell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
You know, the corner route is definitely a timing route because you're pushing straight up the field to make it look like you're running a go, and then you break to the sideline. So quarterback and wide receiver really have to be on the same page with timing.
Finds his tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
you find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Well, they've already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. Coming out with it, it's Day. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Castillo. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. The quick out. Turning it on. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. The run to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Punch it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Pulls and fires complete. Still running at the 40. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option to give. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And the Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, TCU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. The give to the back. The stop of the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
BYU with the 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to ULM. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The option look. Now the toss. There he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Lots of running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a crease. It's Wolf. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David.
Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
All down with L. picks up the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Rushes on him, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone. I
agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Makes the catch. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Dalton. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. Quarterback keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown, and you've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Okay, Justy, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
The Horned Frogs inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. quick handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.